Hi, today we're going to make kefir the easy way. So let's go through the basic instructions first and then we'll have a look at the details. What you need is a glass bottle with a screw-on lid, some culture, a sugar sauce, some water and a funnel. So first we're going to add the culture to the bottle. Then the fruit juice, and last the water. Put the cap on and then put the bottle somewhere that's warm. Leave it for a day or more. In a cold climate, it may take a week or more to ferment. In a hot climate, it might be ready in just one day. Your first batch will usually take a few days longer because the culture is dormant. Check to see if it's ready by just unscrewing the cap slightly. This one has been fermenting for about 3 days. And as you can see, it's quite fizzy. So this one's ready to go. So put it in the fridge and start enjoying it. When your first bottle is empty, it will look something like this. So don't wash the bottle, you simply refill it. You don't need culture for this bottle because there's enough culture all around on the inside of the glass to get your kefir going again. Just add your sugar sauce and water. Your culture is only needed for the first batch. And that's it. Continue to drink your kefir and then refill your bottle. I recommend you have more than one bottle on the go at a time so you always have some kefir ready to drink. So that's the basic details. Let's go through some of the extra things that you need to know. Your water needs to be well filtered or from some clean source. Town water with chlorine and other chemicals will kill your culture. Very basic filters sometimes don't filter well enough. I've had people with good filters that haven't changed the cartridge for a while and there's still enough chlorine left in the water to kill your culture even then. So you can use a decent bottled water or tank water or even spring water. You need a sugar source. The probiotics in the culture eat sugar. Your finished kefir will have less sugar than what you put in initially. If you leave it to ferment longer, it'll have more fizz and less sweetness as the culture eats more of the sugar. You can use fruit juice, coconut water, or you can add some form of powdered sugar to plain water. You can also use things like maple syrup or other liquid sweeteners. The one thing you can't use is honey. Honey contains a natural antibiotic and it will kill your culture. Whatever source you use needs to be pure. For example, most packaged fruit juices have added things like colours, flavours or preservatives, and these will kill your culture. The best option is to juice your own fruit. If you're buying juice, I recommend something like a nudie juice. You'll find these in the refrigerated section in the supermarket. Use more or less juice to your taste. It's important that you make your kefir taste good. If it doesn't taste good, nobody will drink it. The best probiotic is useless if it sits in the fridge and no one touches it. Most people find that they need a sweeter kefir to start with. As you drink more, sweet cravings tend to reduce, so you might need 50% juice to start with, and then over the next weeks and months you can gradually cut back on the amount of juice and you won't even notice as the kefir starts to work in your gut. Use any juice that you like. Every once in a while, your kefir will go off. It'll smell foul or it'll have big dangly strands hanging down from the top. This is usually because a yeast or something got into the bottle. When that happens, wash out your bottle in hot water and start again with a new culture. If you have another bottle of kefir, use about 1/4 cup of that as a culture to get you started again. I recommend using a screw top glass bottle. Some people have used bottles with flip top lid. These work okay, but the issue with them is that a flip top lid is either open or closed. If your kefir ferments a bit too long, it will get really fizzy. You flip the lid open and kefir goes everywhere. If you have a screw top lid, you can crack it open and let the fizz escape slowly. Some people prefer no fizz. If that's you, then just leave the top open for a while and the fizz will disappear. You will see many videos and web pages with instructions on making kefir using grains. That's totally fine. If you want to use kefir grains, they do the same job as what we've discussed today. Making kefir from grains is a bit of messing about. This is just a much easier way to achieve the same results. We have a kefir culture, the link is down below, and as always, if you have any questions, please get in touch.